check us out. Hey, where are you? You're not in there. I don't hear you anymore.
Fuck. Theme song. Fuck you. Theme
And we're back for another week.
Of us fighting again.
song of John's being an asshole.
Hey, welcome to When Wife Gives You Goddamn Lemons, motherfuckers. Now go eat a dick.
Okay, we have company, so I cannot eat a dick.
Starting off strong.
Right?
We got dicks fit in the first 30 seconds.
We've invited our buddy Joe back. Joe King, come hang out with us.
Hi,
What's up,
Joe.
y'all? Long-time listener, second-time caller.
Second
Third.
time. This is your
Oh,
third
it's a
time
triple.
caller.
This is your
your
third time.
third visit. here.
All right. Well, this is for me to either make it or break it.
Yes.
That's right, because the
Third-
first time was okay. The second time you sucked, and now we're in the third
time. It's like all the pressure's on me.
That's it.
Not really, because John sucks every time.
Whatever. I'm the star of the show. You know it.
Oh, okay. Star, did you write anything down?
No, it's your job. I just make it funny.
Oh, okay. As I was explaining.
I did write stuff down, though.
Okay, do you want to go first?
I don't know. Let me. No, you go ahead.
I want to
because
hear your story.
Okay,
I gotta find mine.
It's weird. So I had a patient tell me a story, and I laughed so hard, and I wrote it down, and then I was like, "Fuck, I don't know if this is right." Okay, so he told me we were talking about kids and birth, and I was telling him that the doctor told you that if we had another kid, he guaranteed it was going to be a girl. And you were all shut the fuck up, like you.
Yeah, that
yeah.
wasn't
So the
happening.
doctor was like, "If you have another one, I guarantee it'll be a girl." And I'm all, "Oh, what? I want a girl."
That's a strong guarantee.
Oh yeah,
Right.
John was pissed.
And
Well,
I'm like, oh, I'm fixed. Beep, beep, beep.
so then I had a patient tell me that turn down headphones. So I had a patient tell me that his wife was getting her exam and she told him to come in and he was sitting there and the lady who was administering the exam was really, really pretty. So he goes, "Here I am watching my wife and this really pretty lady finger my wife."
Oh my god.
And he got a boner. And she turned her head and
So she saw his
she
boner?
saw it and she's like, "You're a fucking pig." And he's like, "But here's this lady like finger blasting my wife." And I laughed so fucking hard.
Okay, so if that happened and I was there,
I'd kill you dead.
you'd be mad
I would be so mad.
because I couldn't control my boner?
Yes.
I got news for you. We can't always control them. Sometimes
it
they
was
got a
for-
mind of their own and they just spring up and I mean, I'm a little older. It takes a little longer. It's all
But it was
but I mean, it still works. See,
but
I'm
it
the
was
funny
for
one.
your baby. It's a baby. And he's like, "I just watched this lady like caressing my wife's legs and like fingering her." And he was like,
He's like, we're all in this together
like
now.
his head was playing something
He's like-
different.
He's like, oh my God, is this really happening right now?
That's what he was like.
This is going to happen right now. This is everything I've always wanted.
This is happening, right?
But I laughed. I was in the massage room and I was crying laughing because
That
I
is
was
fantastic.
like, "That is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard in my life." And by the way, I was like, "I'm stilling that." And it's going to be my husband that this happens to. And he's like, "Please, still away, still away." So, but then like I left and I'm all, I can't tell many people that I found that funny
Why?
because it's
fucking hilarious.
wrong. He shouldn't have got a boner. And I would have killed you dead if you would have got a boner. Dead.
Well, now I know not to point my boner toward you,
Or hide it better.
right?
Lift it and tuck it or
I mean,
something.
it's not like it's big anyway, so I can just hide that little sucker.
Seems like he wanted to get caught. Like, are you all down
like,
Are we
So-
doing this? We're
so-
doing this.
So,
I don't know what medical
mind.
code this is,
Yeah.
but fucking charge my insurance.
Yeah, exactly. You put this one
okay,
on.
admission.
Oh, God.
Admission time.
I don't think you should.
No, this is all right. So when I was little,
Okay.
younger, we'll say younger,
Okay.
and I used to find the dirty magazines that somebody in my household would have.
Okay.
And I would always read the little penthouse forums and the stories.
Okay.
So his mind probably, he was in one of those and he's like, oh my God.
Dear
If they see-
Penthouse.
because
Like
those
in
are
the,
like
because
that.
in the story in the penthouse forum, it's like, as the doctor touched my wife's coochie or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's like, then they saw my boner, and then they were like, ooh.
That's when we all locked eyes and realized.
And then we all went at it in the doctor's
on.
office. That's the type of shit that you read in those stories, right? I'm not joking. This is real.
But in real life, they just look over at him and like,
What the fuck is that guy have a
inappropriate?
boner? I wonder if the doctor was like, did the doctor go home and was like, this guy got a boner today. It was so hot.
You're so stupid.
The doctor said
I have a question. I have
Joy
a
in the back.
Why do we not have a podcast where we just read Penthouse forums and fucking talk about
Well, we do now.
it?
It's because
that-
it's coming down the pipe.
Because I'm
people.
going to say right now, it's going to be all guys reminiscing and all women going, what the actual fuck is happening right now?
I remember reading the ones where like, and then my aunt came in and started touching my penis and.
Oh my God! Is that crossing into some?
Oh yeah, it was some
incestual shit?
crazy shit. I used to read that shit. It was like I looked to read. There was like 4 stories per, and I was like the kid that was like, "Oh no,
4 stories perv? Did you say perv?
So I'm the kid that's like, "No, I don't want to beat off to the pictures. I need to read the story."
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a 4-story perv. I need 4 stories at
I
least,
used
minimum
to love
a day.
reading those freaking.
I
Little
kind of
stories.
get it because that's what I do when I,
know,
write
isn't it?
romance.
But that's me.
But you know what's funny is the same guy told me that he likes reading erotic fiction. Like, same thing. He doesn't get turned on by porn. He gets more turned on by dirty, dirty stories.
And fantasy
Right.
stuff that's not likely to happen, like that case.
Right.
there.
Like the doctor's.
The fantasy leading up to the porn sometimes is hotter than the porn.
Oh, do you know who you're talking to? Yes, I know.
I know, but I'm talking from a guy's point. That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of a girl in a guy's way.
Super. Yeah.
a girl in a guy's way.
Yes. So that cracked me up.
Fuck, did I just
And,
say
like,
I was a girl?
Yeah, and that's
God damn
In a
it.
guy's way or something.
guess what? The sound clip we're getting out of this one. If my glasses were on and I could see what time it is, I would pull.
Yeah.
But it does make me wonder, like, if that was happening, you know, like, did he hear, like,
Sure. Have you ever had something like that? Like, I mean, you know, I wonder
Oh,
if some
please.
shit like that has happened. Like weird shit. Like, okay, you've heard like the delivery guy dropped off the package and
It's always a pizza guy usually.
right,
isn't
pizza
it?
guy,
Like the
UPS
cheesy
guy,
pornos.
pizza, fucking UPS guy's like, I got a big package for you.
I have a patient. I had a patient a long time ago.
Yesterday.
No. A long time ago, and she was married, and she used to work at a store in Santa Clarita, and her UPS driver took her in the back of the UPS truck and
For real?
Wow,
For
true
real?
story.
Plowed her in the. and
Gave
she
her
was
his
married.
packet, delivered his
What?
packet. Yeah.
So how did that even, like, I'm sure you asked her, how did that even come
Well,
about?
They've been flirting. I knew they were flirting because she'd be like, "Oh my god, our UPS driver, you know, he comes in, he flirts with me." And she's like, "One of these days, I'm gonna climb on it." And I was like,
So what did he do?
"Okay."
He's like in the van, he's like, hey, get in here, you got to see the size of this package.
I don't know exactly what happened. It is a store that would get UPS packages every day, and yeah, so she
So she
let
started
him-
getting packages from him
Oh yeah,
every day.
That's what I said. She got a
And she was
delivery.
married?
So
What?
she,
That's
so
messed
she
up.
started fucking that dude on a regular after that.
No, they moved. So, but yeah,
They moved.
yeah. You don't know this person.
You sure?
I've been massaging for 14 years. Yes, you don't know this person. But
All right. You'll tell me later.
no,
Names.
I won't.
I want names.
No, because there's a lot of secrets.
I'm
that
surprised
I
she
have.
admitted that.
Oh my god, the shit that is admitted in my room is insane.
What's something from this week or the last couple of weeks that
that
you,
guy? That guy telling me his wife got fingered by the doctor and he got a boner.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
pretty
during
good.
massage.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like that's the shit that happens during massage.
You
Like,
said finger blasting too,
Yeah.
I think, which also kind of
He's
kicked
like,
it up
yeah,
a
it was-
notch.
He's
Sorry.
like, yeah, Joy, it was really weird. I got a boner. Can you get my sciatic area right there?
no,
Yeah.
no, because another thing I probably shouldn't know about people is he takes Cialis daily. There's a daily dose of Cialis.
So he sees Alice every
But
day.
he doesn't because he doesn't want it. So he does it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
What is it? So what is I see the commercial.
Does
What
it
is
help
that?
you with your
Viagra.
boner?
Oh, it's Viagra. Okay.
But
helps you
it's
with your boner.
there's one that's a daily dose where you can
Don't have the 4-hour erection problem.
Yeah.
So it's just
but
kind of
he
when
doesn't
when you want it, you can just kind of make it happen.
Yeah, it just helps you
Just like makes you like normal.
strong like bull.
Strong
So-
like bull.
I don't.
Yeah.
You might have to see
Take this
Alice.
pill called
So
Alice.
yeah, that happened this week. But I know a lot of cheaters. There's a lot of cheaters. There's a lot of swingers in Santa Clarita.
Swinging has always fascinated me. I've never been the kind of person that is okay with sharing
Yeah,
somebody that I'm intimate with.
I missed the day in kindergarten where I learned to share.
Right.
Like,
But
that's-
I
If
always
we were all
thought
single and having a good old time is different, but yeah, that's not.
Well, but here's the
yeah,
thing.
I mean, no, if you're not together, you're single.
I still wouldn't.
See, I probably would have been.
But
into
this
that
is actually
crazy shit.
something to think about. If you're single on the single scene, it seems like it would be smarter to pair up with somebody you have no attachment to,
Right.
pretend to be with them,
And
and
then-
then go to swingers parties and be like, have at her.
Right.
Julie,
Fuck her hard.
I mean, Jeanette. I mean,
I don't
Right?
remember her name.
Linda.
But
Go ahead. No harm, no foul. You know. But I can't imagine taking somebody that I cared about or was
But-
intimate with and
okay,
going like,
okay. Check this out. I was with this girl once. I was with her for.
I love these
She was
stories.
a girlfriend, and she's cool. I say I
That
save
was
the names.
sarcastic. She said,
Save her name. She, I don't want to incriminate her too bad.
call her Sherry.
Carrie Johnson.
That was weird. We almost said
Wow,
the same
you
name.
guys really did almost say the same name. That was kind of creepy. See, now I forgot what I was going to say. Now,
Good. I probably didn't want to hear it.
It was about that chick you were dating.
yeah,
You
but
were-
I wasn't. It wasn't. It had nothing to do with me. It was pre.
Was there a
She was
doctor?
telling me that when she was with this dude, like they were together, they were boyfriend girlfriend, and they were like, "Hey, do you?" They got into this like switch thing with
Oh,
this
yeah,
other
swinging,
couple.
swinging.
So they were like, "Yeah, we'll switch," and then so she got boned down by the other dude, and her dude boned down the other dude's chick. Mm-hmm. Right? They did the switch, and she was like, "Yeah, my boyfriend got mad because that dude fucked me way better."
Oh, you've always said this. If you were in a switch like situation, you never give your A game.
Right? You can't give A game. If you were ever do a 3-way, you couldn't give the second person the A game. They'd have to get the C game. You couldn't even give them a B. You'd have to give him I don't know if I would go back because it was kind of lame. He was kind of a lay in prayer, but you're not really. Right? You see what I'm
I
saying?
figure whenever you almost turn competitive and then you're just going to give your A game every time.
Well, you want to give A, but you got to know you can't give your A because if you give your A and make that person feel something that the other person, then you're fucked.
So you're saying morally, if this person is sharing somebody that they're intimate with, for you, when you're intimate with them, you need to sandbag so they don't feel like they can't fuck as good?
I would say that would probably be the case.
And like you're not trying to steal her, like look at how much better that was?
Right, I give you my A game. You're the one that gets the A game. If you were into that shit,
Oh,
I'm
Joe,
not-
you get the A game.
I would do like the overly selfish one where it's like 2 minutes of like, all right, I'm good.
right. I mean, listen,
I wish I was as good
couldn't
as
do
you
it.
guys, but you're just a happy good couple.
I don't think I could do it.
You should get married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You don't think?
She's a
No,
keeper.
I couldn't because I would feel.
I'm glad you don't think.
Geez, thanks. But I wouldn't and I couldn't do that because I would also feel like a jealous, like, well, what if that fucking person's giving her better?
Well, yeah, if
So I would feel way too insecure to share.
One, I don't think it'd even be fun because I'd be watching you the whole time.
You better not
and
be
like,
enjoying that.
He kissed her 12 times. He kissed me 10. Fuck him. Like, I would be counting.
He blew
Yeah.
on her.
Yeah, the competitive thing. That's why it seemed like it'd be too much, and I'm sure that's why people also don't do it very much because it turns.
they do, see?
And then, if that's news to me. Of course, I'm not exactly like hip on the swinger set or whatever,
Right.
but
Well, okay, so I have another patient who was telling me all about swingers, and there was a Santa Clarita swingers website.
oh my gosh,
And okay, so and it had all these things on it, and like it had meetup times and stuff, and they met up at the Salt Creek Grill.
oh that's
Okay.
funny. That's why it's always packed.
It gets so I massage a guy who's really good friends with the owner of Salt Creek Grill.
Did they get down with that shit too?
They didn't know. So his daughter, Salt Creek Grill, catered his daughter's wedding. And I was like, holy shit, that's the swinger place. And he's
Yeah.
all, what are you talking about? So I showed him
He
the
didn't
fucking
know.
website. I'm like, no. And I put it up on my phone. And it was so just
Oh my
coincidence.
gosh, you had no idea.
And so he went and he told his friend, and his friend was like, "What the ever loving fuck?" He had no idea, or he really acted really well and acted like he didn't have it. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea that me and Joni were going there tonight.
Yeah,
to
Tuesdays
see-
and Thursdays, 8 to 12.
But he's the owner. And if you wear like,
Was it the black ring or something?
yeah, what hand do you wear your
Is
wedding
it
ring
opposite of you wear your wedding ring on your left hand.
On your left hand, so
it's
yeah.
Your right hand.
on? Yeah, it's a
ring
black.
finger.
Yeah, and then if you leave your keys on the table.
What if you're just like in there and you
And if
leave your
you're
keys on the
walking- And
table?
if you're walking around the supermarket and you have a pineapple in your cart and it's upside down, that means you're down to swing.
Really?
And I found this
I don't
out
want to catch you at Ralph's later, sir.
because I was.
To swing, don't you have to have like a partner that you're willing to also share?
Well, but sometimes people are just like, "Hey, can you come fuck my wife?" Or "Hey,
Yes.
can you come?"
But how
can
many
you
times
come
have they
fuck
done
my
that? That's
husband?"
gross.
lot.
Like that's so nasty.
Well,
like
people
what?
are into that shit.
We have a friend who gets propositioned a lot to be a third.
We do.
Really?
Yes, we do.
By who?
But she goes to bars and like she used to tell me this all the time. And guys would start kissing her and he'd be like, "Oh my God, I want you to meet my wife." And the wife would be like, "Hey, what's up?"
She's like, "Hey, what's up, girl?"
She did it a couple times. I mean, yeah, she did it.
and she did
If
do
you're
it a couple
single, who
times.
She's
cares,
done it a
right?
couple
if
times.
You're single, who gives a fuck, right?
Exactly. And yeah, so
Yeah, I mean,
That's right. When you leave me, I'm going swinging.
I'm going to kill you. But also, I'm going to say, have you ever met a pair of swingers that you would want to swing with?
no, because just the fact that they're
I don't
swinging
know
all the
how many
time makes
I've
me think
met.
that they're super like promiscuous and just like nasty as
Over-
fuck.
But they're not
flirty.
very good looking.
Over flirty, maybe.
Like
Yeah.
the people who I've met, like I've massaged swingers, and they're like, "Yeah, me and my wife, so blah 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 blah." I had one guy tell me that the ultimate love is watching someone make love and make his wife happy.
Yeah,
So he
that's
likes-
something that people
so
say
that's a
that
fetish.
can't get their wife off.
Right. So people like to watch people f their wives.
That's like people with the older car going,
F?
you know, I like the older model better. It's got better lines.
Hey,
I do
pounder.
like my older
Which
model.
is shit that I always say until I can get a newer model. Then I'm like, this
Does he
new
get
model's
into it?
way fucking better.
Does he get into it like a coach? Does he get into it like coach? He's like,
I-
yeah, get in there, get to the left a little bit. Oh yeah, dig hard, pump,
Yeah.
pump,
Yeah.
baby, pump. You got this, pump.
No, I don't.
Offense, 10 yards.
No, I don't.
Whoa, slow down.
I don't ask those questions, Jonathan. What do you do while you're watching them? I was all, "Oh, cool, yeah."
How do you feel about green pies?
Or what if he just silently sits in the dark and watches? And you don't even know that he's there.
He's just spanking
Well,
and
I-
watching it through a camera.
And just every once in a while
anyway.
you just hear,
I've told the story about how one of my fellow comedians got his SAG card, right?
I think, was that on a podcast?
Yeah.
He did. It was on the
Yeah,
porn
where he was-
He's all whoa. Said something about it.
He was in a cuckold. Is that how you say it? Cuckold?
Cuckold?
Yeah, where the guy watches the girlfriend get banged.
And it was a video.
And it was a
porn.
porn, but you can't get your SAG card through porn. But because he was the guy watching, he wasn't part of the porn, so therefore he was an actor, and you had to say 5 words to get your SAG
Yeah, I knew you
card.
had to say some words.
Yeah, so
right?
he's like, "Oh man, no man, oh."
Yeah, his
And he
5
fuck-
words are, oh, yeah, no, oh,
He
don't
did
stop.
it in the money shot. so
And
they
he
couldn't
did it
cut
during the money shot because he knew that was the scene they
They'd
most
have
like.
to play
yeah,
it. Yeah,
and he
that's
got
pretty
his
smart.
SAG card.
Well, good for him. See, that's using the system.
There's a friend of ours that worked at a porn place for a while back in the early 2000s, and there's an end of a porn that there's like outtakes, and you see him, he walks in and he's all, "Hey, I'm dropping off something for someone," and they're all, "Do," and he's all, "Ooh," and he grabs her boobs and walks out. It was one of our friends.
It's
that
like a
did that.
blooper reel for
Yeah.
pornos.
Yeah, and he.
That's funny. I
and
never
he
even thought
did
about
it. And it
that.
was all, everybody's all, "Oh, what's up?"
You're just gonna let that lie there and just soak into her.
Are you gonna scream at me some more? We have company right now. Do you mind not
Yeah,
treating me
best
like
behavior.
shit in front of
Everybody's
everybody?
Everybody's happy.
What else did you write down, fucker?
Oh, so
Oh,
I'm screwed now because Joy and Brody have gotten me
he's so stupid.
got me hooked on the stupidest things ever. That fucking TikTok is the dumbest shit I've
You
ever
can't
seen.
stop watching it, though. That's how it
okay,
gets
so
you.
here's what I wrote down.
Oh God.
Now, I found one that's called The Time Traveler. And this
Oh,
guy
God.
is a time traveler from 20 740.
He's giving predictions already too, telling you what's going to happen to
Check.
prove it.
So I went ahead and wrote down a couple of these because I want to find out what happens, and that's because they're all coming up.
Ooh.
So
You better get that party started.
it's ready. So on September 14th,
Okay.
This year.
September 14th, 2021,
Okay.
a Category 6 hurricane is going to hit South Carolina.
Isn't that kind of imminent every year?
I kind of
Okay.
agree.
That's like it's going to get really nasty
Hang
in
on.
Florida.
Yeah.
On October 20th of 2021, 8 humans are going to receive superpowers.
Aww.
Okay.
And
Mu-
on February 2nd, 2022, Atlantis will be officially found and they will find a new human fish breed.
Human fish breed.
Yep.
Who's
And-
going to be the first one to fuck that?
Could this guy
Hold
tell-
on, there's more.
Oh, but wait, Billy Mays.
Listen, somebody had already fucked it because how do you think they became
It's half
human
fish,
fish
yeah.
already? So somebody's gonna fuck
It was a
even more.
grouper.
Okay.
and
Okay.
now it's a
They're gonna be like
groupie.
full human, like yeah, check out my scales, bro.
Okay.
So anyway, another date to remember is March 11th, 2022. That'll be the first human chimp mix.
What that we know of.
Chimp, human features on a chimp, basically.
Okay.
Planet of the Apes, basically.
I'd like to also throw
So
in my
these dates are out here.
predictions.
I have them written down, and we are
Oh.
going to be following these fucking
All right,
dates.
fancy.
That shit's going to happen because I want to see some fucking prediction from Future
Okay.
Boy.
Could he just give me the lottery numbers for next week and then I'll believe
No
him?
shit, right?
He can't do that because that would,
He also probably just didn't think about writing.
Well,
it
you know,
down
it's
in the
pride.
future.
He doesn't want to,
Where, but you know what I would ask him?
create a
Where were you
paradox.
now?
Paradox.
Where was he in this time
Well, if it's 700.
when he was living this time?
Well, he came back to tell us how we're fucking up.
Right, but that means that if he's alive in the future, that means he was also alive here in the past, or is this many hundreds of years?
Oh no, he was from way in the future.
27.
He was like
So he
27.
wasn't even alive in this time now.
No.
Yeah, he just knows these are the dates that.
So to
these
him,
things
he's
happen.
like going back in the past before he was
right.
even born.
He's like looking at back in the history books, going, "Oh man."
He's like
dumb
brought
fuckers.
his little fun fact
Right.
booklet from like.
And now he can time
Like
travel,
back-
so he's
So
somebody.
that also means, though, that we're fucking it up so bad, but we're still able to be a human species in 27 something.
Yeah, and isn't telling us about
Well,
the butterfly effect.
That's
Right.
weird though. So what happens to the chimp?
Where's
what happens to the
Ashton?
chimp human mix in 2740 something or other? Because
He's president.
becomes a reality star. And
well,
like
he
the
tells us
Kardashians.
that it's going to
He's
happen.
president. Exactly. Okay, I have a prediction. Next Monday, between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., John's going to annoy me. Just
Would that be
saying.
Just see if you're right. Just throw it out there.
Just saying. And it's going to be recorded. It's probably going to be during the theme song. Just throwing it out there.
Duh.
Just tossing those
So
dice
yeah,
out
so
there.
fuck TikTok.
That's-
Although go time traveler, I wanted to fucking tell me, show me, prove it to me, motherfucker.
I want to know then if he knows when they're going to have obvious proof of aliens where it's like landing.
Oh, they're
on-
already here.
I know, but like I want to see like 100 people with their cell phone in like Times Square going, look, it's the doors are opening and there it is, and it's like
That's
waving
TikTok
at 'em
right
and
now,
shit.
motherfucker.
I know. I just turned it on. That's fucking
God.
hilarious. See, I was gonna try to
I
find
agree,
time
though.
traveler guy.
I agree. I want to. Yes.
I want to see what it's like, yoing, 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 and it's like, oh shit, I'm
I think
I'm
I even
scared, but I'm
followed
glad
him.
I'm watching it on the news, and I'm not
Right.
like the guy who saw them first.
Right.
I don't know. I'd be like, oh shit.
Would you get okay? Now let me ask you guys a question: if there was a portal, a time dimension portal that opened up, would you go through it, or would you stay on this side of it
Well, it
and
depends.
just be cautious?
Can I come back?
You have no way of knowing.
So you're kind of doing a sliders type thing where you're just hopping in
You're
there.
pretty
hoping
much
for the
rolling the
best.
dice, going. It could be like an
Quantum leap.
amazing thing that you never would have ever in 100 million years been able to experience. But
Well, I don't know. It
Okay.
you know what? That depends on what's happening in your life at the time.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Because
true.
if you knew where you were going, like if I knew I could go to the past and like go back to 16-year-old me, I'd run up to myself and I'd slap the fuck out of myself.
Don't marry Joy.
And I'd go, dude, pull your head out of your ass. You're not stupid. You know, I mean, I wouldn't be 48 going, I'm dumb.
I think all of us would like wish we knew what we know now when we were younger.
But,
Oh, I'd
I
be
would
so
hide around
skinny.
the corner and I would beat
we
the
would have
shit
known
out of me.
to starve ourselves,
Just
to
work.
stay in school.
'Cause I was like, stay in school.
to save our money.
I would be the worst. I would be the guy following myself, going, "You're a pussy."
Yeah, don't care about.
Be tougher.
Yeah, don't
'Cause
care about
that's such a
what other
wuss.
people think so much.
Yes.
Like so many of the things that. Well, I mean, I guess it's not for. That's what parents do, right? You pass down the things you wish you knew to your kids.
we try, but they think we're stupid.
Yeah, but they'll go through a phase where they're going to think their friends are smarter, and then realize they don't really have their best interest in heart, and come back
That's what
knowing that the parents are the
15-year-old's in right now. He's
Yeah,
fun.
it goes
So
from
he-
like 15 to like 22, 23 for most kids, I think, right?
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
this dude is from 2714.
Oh
27,
fuck.
14.
Yeah.
So you're saying that we're still human race is still alive?
That's what.
Somehow.
Yeah. That's what.
That means
was
the
my
chimp
point.
humans have died off. That means that the fucking.
But
It means all the
That
mixes
means the
are-
AI robots haven't taken over by then.
Oh, they're gonna.
you realize that it has 714 in it.
Oh fuck, we're dead.
Yes, I'm telling you those numbers. I'm telling you.
That's her birthday.
My birthday is 714, and
That's
it shows.
lucky, isn't it?
It shows up everywhere.
Well, because
Like,
you're always thinking about it.
maybe shut up. Be nice to me,
Whoa.
Joe.
Well,
Damn, she just threw some shade at Joe.
well, it's like when you get a new car and then you see everybody everywhere has the same
No,
car because
it's
you're thinking about it.
special. And
But
I'm
7 is
keeping-
lucky.
Hey, even we talked about
They say
Tesla's
Korean.
being the new Prius.
Uh-huh.
We were talking about Joe and I were talking about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving home from work. No less than 12 fucking Teslas down the street.
You're so
waiting.
right. It really is the new Prius.
And
It
none of them
ruined
know how to
Priuses.
drive.
It ruined Teslas for me. Now when I see them, I just think of what you're saying, and I totally get the like they fart and then smell it. Like the Prius from South Park, where they were like, the smog is getting thick in the air, and Sonic 3 the Teslas are overwhelming numbers now.
Fucking Teslas.
Awful. So what else
Well-
did you write down?
I just that it was the kids' first week of school, and
It was hectic.
shit is hard without family. Like
Right.
fuck. Like how they say it takes a village to raise kids.
It did.
We are accepting all applications
missing
for
the
all
village right
villagers.
now, yeah.
Oh
we're
my
looking,
god!
We're looking for new villagers.
All villagers, please apply. Fuck, man! Like getting the kids to school, getting them picked up it's insane. And then
Well, one of them's driving.
no, Caleb's
No,
15.
Caleb's 15. He's on the bus.
Oh
Yeah.
well, he'll be driving soon, so he can help with that.
Maybe no. There's a whole thing
I
about
wouldn't
saying
trust
that
him for that.
teenage kids are getting their licenses.
Yeah, they don't even want them now.
No,
It's weird. Like they live in Manhattan.
Yeah.
They're like, no, I'm good. I'll just take a cab. It's
Right.
like, no,
An
you won't. You're
Uber.
gonna take your sister to
Oh,
school.
shit, you don't need you live in like downtown Portland. I mean, you don't need a car. You just walk or ride the tram everywhere. It's the same. I'm sure the same thing in New York.
But we don't have that here.
No, we don't. We're spread
LA,
out.
you need a car. If you don't
Poor-
have a car here,
Oh,
you're
you're
going to
fucked.
be
You're fucked.
screwed.
Well, poor
That's
Caleb.
right. You gotta have a car to wait in traffic.
he
Yeah, you got to hurry up and wait
he
like everyone
takes
else.
the bus, the city bus, but only high school kids are allowed on it. So it's a school bus, but it's a city bus. And school starts at 8:30. He called me at 8:35, and I was like, "Dude, why are you calling me?" He's like, "I just want to let you know I'm still on the bus. It's late." Oh well, shit. So you're like trusting these people to get your kids to school, and
And they can't even do it.
Nope.
I don't really trust other people in general, period, just from past experiences. But like school bus drivers, even you think of them as being like a trustworthy person, like a pharmacist. But also, they're even on their best A game day, it doesn't mean that like a truck, the guy sleeping for driving too long, isn't going to just come and cut him off or whatever. Like my little sister had an accident with Newhall Elementary School in the bus, and they got wrecked by a fuel semi.
Oh shit! Damn, I don't remember that. That's crazy.
They had and she got big scratch, gouge on her face. Like kids were taught, and of course nobody wears seatbelts on. But I don't know if they do now. But
I don't think
we don't
so.
never
Buses.
used to like
No, they
have
don't
seatbelts on buses.
They want you to flip all over.
I never understood that. Everybody be safe, no hands out the window, but don't worry, you're on the most bounciest trampoline seats ever made. There's no AC, and if we get into a wreck, there's no seatbelts.
Dude, have you ever seen the videos of like the onboards of the kids and they
Yeah, where they do a
hit
bounce
something
and then
they're-
they-
you see a kid like splat against the ceiling
Yeah.
and then hit the deck. You're like,
Yeah,
oh
like
my god, that
snap
was
your
funny.
neck
I
and
hope
then
he's
fall on the
okay.
ground.
Once again, all villagers, please apply. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, see,
But they buried her. Sorry to cut you off, but they buried all
buried
her.
Jesus.
They buried everybody. Yeah, they buried everybody on the
Jesus,
bus.
they killed 'em.
No, they buried everybody's stuff. Like she had a flute and a backpack or books and all, like everybody's stuff, because it was contaminated.
I was so confused.
Fuel and shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
they made all the students bury all their shit.
And they're like, parents, you need to buy more stuff. And they're like, what? We have to buy it? You fucked up.
Yeah, and I don't remember how it worked out with
I'm sure it was
insurance
that-
or
I'm
whatever,
sure.
but
Backpacks are like $60.
Well, back then, dude,
yeah,
we're
and
talking
even
about
books and everything.
You're talking about like 82, 80 fucking 4, 1985. So,
Right.
People think, well, pick them up. Nobody sued anybody. They're like, oh, he cut off his arm, pick it up.
Yeah,
That
back in the day, we'd just be like,
stupid
walk it off,
company.
big guy, walk
Right.
it off.
That
Now you have a
stupid
story.
company.
Now they're like, I'm mildly sprained my emotions and I need
I fell down.
compensation.
Well, I'm trying to get.
I couldn't find what I was looking for in aisle 7.
I'm entitled to an air-conditioned ride.
Well, I'm trying to get Brody on the yellow school bus, and there's a wait list.
Wait, what color is the bus he's on?
He's not on my school bus. I'm trying to get him on the bus.
Oh, I thought I thought he was like taking the fucking
Caleb-
blue one,
Well,
and
Caleb's-
nobody wants to be on the blue one or some shit.
Caleb takes the city bus. Caleb takes the Santa Clarita bus.
And it's yellow too, no? Or no, that's
No,
a
it's a
regular.
city
That
bus.
was
yeah,
blue.
Oh yeah.
No, so I'm trying, but it's like one, it's $400 for the school year, and then two,
The public
there's a-
school charges $400 to use the bus.
Yes.
Well, what was the point of the lottery?
It's because they got to keep fucking.
that for the
they got to
schools?
keep
That's
Bill.
for all- yeah.
They got to keep Bill and Mike employed at the fucking bus yard and to fucking keep the buses running. They just sit there and smoke cigars all day.
But that's not that much money, right? I
And
mean,
then,
Oh, by now they've probably been there 30 years. They probably make $40 an hour.
yeah, they probably are doing pretty.
but
good.
just think about it. Like when you guys went to school and when I went to school, there was at least 8 school buses, right? There's only
God, it was
one.
a line of school buses.
Yeah, there's only one school bus for Brody's school.
That's so crazy.
That's because it's $400, and everybody's like, I'll just drop you
I
off.
don't know.
Because when we grew up, I remember Newhall School when we were kids. Like when I would ride the bus to your house, Joe, or my grandma's, which was right down the street. Dude, there was like 6 buses lined
Yeah.
up. At least. And they were the big buses, and they were loaded with
Yes.
kids.
Yeah,
Because it's convenient and it's hard. It is
and some
hard.
at the same stops, even you'd see them.
Yeah, you'd see
Yeah.
the same. But like even when Tyler was going to school, we'd see like 4 buses on our street.
Right. Well, Tyler, I had Tyler 1 year because there was no possible way to do it. He came home 1 day a week. Just I needed him to get home. So by the time because I got off the same time he did. So by the time I was home, the school bus was pulling in. So I'd always pick him up, but I just couldn't get him.
Right.
And they charged me like $120 for 1 day for the school year.
That's ridiculous.
But I mean, you have to do it.
And that was like
I mean,
8
nowadays
years ago.
parents can just send the kid Uber.
There's a ride hop that now I'm going to have to look into.
They're like $16 on the day you don't want to do it instead.
Right? Because
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
robbed.
sounds cool.
it's hard. And then you have no family. And then it used to be like Caleb would be able to walk down the street to the high school.
So, speaking of that, how much you know from Dr. Hong Kong? How much was the parking spaces for the seniors?
I do not know, but I can find out. It was a shit ton, though.
I gotta think it was a few $100.
Yeah.
Which is insane. So at my place of employment, they to make more money for ASB, they decided to designate spots for the seniors, parking spots. If you paid for
Oh, senior students, not
Right.
citizens.
Yes. So if you, I work at a place with.
I was
younger-
thinking like old people had to pay. I was like, first of all, that is fucked up. These people have earned
at a
the
high
right to
school. At a fucking high school? No. So they took like each parking space, made like a 2 foot by the width of the space, white space where they could paint. The seniors could buy the spot for the year and paint. It was their spot, and they could paint it and all that. And they were charging like $400,
And they were
fucking-
full, huh?
Dude,
Everybody
there's
everybody
like
got
It
half
was a
the-
lottery.
It's like
Wow.
there's probably 100 or so spots at least, and they're packed.
I mean, if you got the means
I
and
drove-
it's
I
up
drove-
close, that
I-
would be pretty sweet.
Would be
cruised.
cool.
I cruised up all through them, and I was like looking at what everybody wrote on
Well,
theirs.
well-
Like we're seniors, losers, like stupid shit like that. And you're like, "Good, you guys are little kids. They smell
Are-
like pee."
Are there other parking spots for like the seniors who didn't pay for it?
Who still buy parking passes? Yes,
Fuck.
because you still got to buy a parking pass.
To park at a high school.
Right. You still have to buy a parking pass to park in the high school.
I feel 100% one of these spots is bedazzled.
Right.
Dude, you'd be
Like literally
there's
little
one where somebody painted
Swarovski crystals.
You could tell like who the football players were. They're like, what? You know, they're,
yeah, go team, whatever.
right.
Yeah, they're like fucking 72 linemen, bro. You
That
know?
same dude in
Billy
14
O'Shea.
years is going to be selling TVs like,
Right.
this shit sucks.
Billy O'Shea.
I used to have my own parking spot in high school.
And the nerd he shoved up into the locker is going to be like the guy who invents the new internet.
Yep.
and it's pretty much like that. There'd be some there like, we're the best seniors class at so and so. You know, it's like, oh my god.
Well, just like so, Dr. Hong Kong was telling me that they were out of town when the lottery happened, and for seniors to get that spot, they had to be there to get it.
Oh, that's
And Mrs. Hong Kong
had to stand in
threw
line.
a huge fit.
No, they were out of town. So
No, they were
Charlotte
out of
could
town,
stomp
but
their
she
feet
still
down her
wanted
leg.
her daughter to get it. So she threw a huge hissy fit.
Man, I wish I
and
could
got
have heard
her
that fight. I bet that
daughter
was
a
a
spot.
fun fight.
She did like that Goldberg lady on the Goldbergs where she goes to the school and fights for her kids.
I know the ladies that she would have had to deal with, and I would have loved to have listened to that fucking fight. I wish I knew that
Because
shit,
they're mean
I would have
ladies?
listened to that. Would have both sides would have been. It would have been fucking great.
Well,
Tasmanian
apparently,
devils.
Dr. Hong Kong was very embarrassed that Mrs. Hong Kong did that. He was like, "It's
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous. She's acting like a Santa Clarita mom, and this is silly."
Oh yeah,
But she's in
They're
a
also
war in a
protected.
Santa Clarita mom environment, so did she get the space?
She did.
So there you go.
She got
I
it.
mean, no, you don't.
I mean, listen,
I mean, it
you're
probably
talking
wasn't the classiest thing to do, but I'm guessing that probably that they weren't listening to reason.
But you
or-
remember when we went to school, dude? We were like, just got to get there in time. Is there space left? Yep, there's a parking space. I mean, it was always free. There was plenty of
we'd park
parking.
across the street.
Yeah.
When we went to school,
Exactly.
When we were in high school, you could still go out and smoke in the parking lot.
That's
at
right.
breaks.
Cigarettes.
guys
You
are
could
so
literally go
fucking
smoke
old.
cigarettes in the parking lot. And nobody
No
gave
offense.
a
You
fuck.
could like beer bong and stuff. Nobody's joking.
Nobody gave a fuck. They really didn't.
Yeah, you could ride motorcycles with no helmets, and they're like, whatever.
Oh yeah, dude. Remember there was a guy that died. I remember that one year that this kid died leaving the parking lot.
Yeah, just doing a little U-turn, right?
He was leaving, down the sideway, and he went up on the curb and then ate shit and then hit his head on the curb. He had
I
his
remember
helmet
that.
He had his helmet with the bike,
But it was
He
a
just-
5 mile an hour accident, and he died.
Oh no,
right?
he was doing like 20 because he fucking. He was,
Oh,
he was
was he?
fucking. Yeah, he was roosting.
Oh.
And he lost control.
I
And
thought he was just turning around.
No. He was coming out, and someone was coming in,
Oh,
and
so
it was
he
a
was-
one lane. So he went up the little driveway curb thing to go around. Then he was going to go off the curb. Went boom, off the curb.
Yeah.
And he freaking boom, and he lost control, and the bike went out from under him, and he smacked his face on the curb,
Oh man.
and it split his face. I mean, he was
public
dead.
service announcement: don't ride street bikes
Yeah.
on the street, people.
And he was pretty much DOA right there. Like
They're
I
for
was,
the track.
I was pretty much the first person that got toward him,
Ooh.
and I was all, "Whoo!" That was the first time I'd ever seen anything like that, right? So check this out, small world stuff. So I was like, "Oh shit, this is crazy." So as the small world comes, like the other day, I was playing disc golf with one of my good friends who I've known for 30 plus years. Love this guy, right?
Yep.
Jiffy.
Yeah.
So we're
Okay.
talking, and I go, dude, I remember when that dude Scott Anthony got killed right there. And I go, man, I was one of the first people there. He goes, dude, I was on the moped behind him. He was my friend. I was going with him. And I go, holy shit, you were the guy? And I fucking remember, I go, you were the little chubby guy with glasses.
He's
that
like,
was
well,
my
I
thought.
thought big bones, but yeah.
But Jiffy,
Go with thick, but sure, chubby.
my buddy Jiffy was the first one on him and was like, oh my God, like looking at it as the blood was getting bigger, right? And I was like, oh, fucking, I never until like 2 days ago realized that it was my buddy Jiffy
That's
was the
funny.
other guy.
I mean, it's a horrible scene
Because it was
to
before
remember
we
that
hung,
by.
it was like right before we became friends and hung out.
Well, yeah, he lost
Yeah.
a friend, so he had to
He
fill
had-
in a spot.
I was the replacement.
he was
friend.
down one. Yeah, horrible incident. Good,
I mean, he downgraded. He's like, listen, no more motorcycles. This fucking guy looks all right.
yeah. Well, when you see that happen enough times, like we have growing up in Los Angeles area, about how people, even the best riders in the world, just get
Sure,
wiped
it
out, and there is
happens.
no, you don't get to put another quarter in the machine and ride again. I mean, you're dead.
Sure, it was an awful story. I mean, I felt horrible for the kid and the family, and you had to deal with that shit, right?
I mean,
That's
out
awful.
here, even people try almost kill you 5 times while you're in your car driving
yeah.
around, much less on a bike.
The Highlander-
It sucks because I love bikes, but
The Highlander gets
they're
no
terrifying.
respect either.
The Highlander gets no respect.
No
No,
respect.
You need to like
Dude, everybody
represent
pulls
like
out
a
and takes-
Highlander.
Even when John,
Everyone pulls
'cause
out in front
he
of
was
that
like,
motherfucker.
he's like, oh, Joy's female driver. And then one day he drove the Highlander, and he's like, okay, the Highlander gets no fucking respect. I'm like, no,
They're like,
it does not.
look at that piece of shit. Let me get out in front of that.
Or maybe it
Fuck
just
that
gives
thing.
off a calm vibe where it's like, I'll probably just tap the brakes and let you in.
Oh no, I'm gonna fucking run this old fucking mom car off. This old beater mom car off the road.
I like my beater mom car.
Let's just put a wicked good horn on there, like a train horn, just so people like can get scared. And then when they look back and it's like a scary person, you just gotta look around like you don't know where it came from either. Like,
That was weird.
So when I used to have my Mazda, I forgot all about this. So I was taking the kids to school, and some asshole made a U-turn right in front of me and almost crashed into us. So I hit the horn, and my horn wouldn't stop.
it stayed locked on.
Locked on.
And the kids were yelling at me. The kids were so mad at me. And
So they're
Mom,
embarrassed.
Mom, and I'm all, I don't know
The
what
guy
to
in the
do
car's like,
right
"What
now."
this fucking bitch's problem?"
Yeah, it's just staying on. So they think you're just overly aggressive, crazy
So I
lady.
and it's early in the morning, so I had to pull off the road. And I thought if you turn off your car, it'd stop. No, it doesn't.
No, you're
And
just
then you
sitting
called
there.
me. You called me and was panicking that it's going, I don't know. What do you want me to do from here? I'm in fucking Oxnard or Portland or wherever I
People
was.
were coming out of their houses.
Oh my
And the kids were
god!
so mad at me. And finally, I just started like slugging it, and it stopped.
So it had gotten froze. Like somehow you hit it wrong, where it got like wedged or
Yeah,
something.
she's all mad and she's hitting it. You know, eventually it's all, boom, airbag goes off.
Oh, wouldn't that suck?
I forgot. Oh, they were so, Mom, and I'm like,
Dude,
And
that
in the
car,
panic, you're not thinking about pulling a fuse.
oh, and I panic hard.
that car got so ghetto at the end.
Oh, I know. That's how the Highlander
It
is.
had a short, so he couldn't keep a headlight. Kept burning out. There was a short
just kept
somewhere.
going
No,
off.
and so
Yeah,
one
Popeye
night
light.
I was like, "Well, I fucking fixed that," and I fucking taped the flashlight in there, turned that bitch on. So I had two headlights, and I got pulled over. Because one of them was pointed up a little bit, and he pulled me over. He's like, "Oh, you know your headlight?" I'm like, "It's a flashlight, dude."
And he's like, "Wow, I'm not even. You know what? Here's $32. I'm not even gonna write
He's
you a
not-
ticket. That's the most creative shit I've ever seen. Make
I'm
me
gonna
feel
go ahead
bad."
and leave. I was so white trash, dude. At that moment, I was bleeding white trash.
But
at
that's
that
some
moment.
MacGyver creativity because technically you were still legal. You had the light.
I had two headlights. One was just pointing up a little bit long. It's like, look at the moon.
It's like when you put your
Yeah.
your boobs in a sports bra. One of them's always off. Your
I
nipples.
don't know. I don't have that. I don't really.
Okay,
we're like okay. I don't know
Everybody
whether-
listening that has tits would be like, "Yep, get it, Joy." So
I know every once in a while.
If you put a sports bra on for something other than sports, though,
Does it
I
make it
massage
just, does
in
it
a
make it
sports
just
bra.
a hangout bra?
I don't know. They're in a sports bra right now.
seems like that'd probably be the more comfortable way to go.
Oh yeah, the only time my tits are separated is when we're going out somewhere. Like they are squished together, but if they are lifted and separated, that means we're going somewhere. And that's when the kids are all, "Where are you dressed up?
Yeah, they know.
Where are you going,
Why your boobs out?
Mom?"
Yeah, it's like the animals seeing suitcases. They're like, "Oh, something's up."
That's how like the dogs are. You can get up. Oh, they're leaving.
No, when
and
you
shit.
leave for work, the dogs are like, "Fuck yeah," and then they get on your side of the bed, and then Brody gets in bed, and then they come back on my side of the bed. Because when John leaves, Brody's like, "Oh, Dad's side's open. I like Mom and Dad's side," and he does every morning.
Moves right in.
You see this curly little hair, and I'm like, I just want to sleep by myself. Go. This weekend,
What?
I get to sleep by myself.
Yes, you do. You have dogs in you.
I have dogs in me.
You'll have dogs
You
on the
have
bed.
dogs in you.
I hope you don't have any dogs in you. That's really weird and
What did
illegal.
you say?
You and the dogs.
It's
will
like
be
a
here.
penthouse forum / meet Caesar Milan.
Oh! You know what I fucking found? Holy shit! Fucking motherfucking fuck
Joe,
Reddit.
what did you
fuck
trigger?
Reddit.
I'm so scared.
Caesar Milan porn.
Fuck. Okay, Facebook page.
You triggered something.
This is a Facebook page, and it's called
No.
Other Kin.
Other kin.
It's people who believe they are shapeshifters and shit like that. It is fucking amazing, and you're welcome.
I write that stuff.
Other kin, so that means that they shipped
believe
into other
that they-
family members,
Other
like kin, like
other
family?
anything. Like one guy's like, does anybody else feel like I want to stretch out and stretch my legs and my and like they want to shapeshift. They're shapeshifters and they're wolves and they're fucking weird, dude.
Well, I know what it's like to shift into a blob.
I'm trying to shift back into a smaller size.
So
portion.
I went on the page for a little while, and it was pretty awesome. And I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and do that.
But I'm just saying, I write that stuff. Like I've been.
but these are people who believe this
Yeah.
stuff. This isn't people who are writing the stuff.
Well,
going,
let's
"This
fake
is a great
profile catfish them and see where this wormhole
Are we going to
goes.
be catfish
gosh.
though? Is
We're
that
going to
our
catfish
form?
them.
I
yeah.
have.
No, is our
I have
form a
some-
catfish?
Yeah, we can convert into
I have
a
a couple of
catfish.
burners. I got a couple of burners.
You got profiles that are fake for catfishing?
Yeah, we could do that.
Hi.
What?
Yeah.
Did you know about this?
Yeah, she knows.
I knew about one.
She knows about.
I didn't
them
know
both.
about the couple.
You know about both.
You didn't know about the swinger one?
Oh, I would
shut the
kill
fuck up.
you dead. I need
I
to
would
stop
be
saying
swinging.
that. I've said that so many
I
times.
know. Listen, if I don't turn up, you know I'm dead. You know. Who's
Yeah, the
guilty.
police will be like, well, we do have 862 incidents where you clearly
In one
stated
episode.
that you would end him.
In one episode.
That's why I always worry too. Is like, but my ex used to be so klutzy. Like she would like fall downstairs or like just be walking down the sidewalk and just smack right into a tree. And I was thinking like, there's no way. If you ever had like a fatal, I mean, God forbid, but, like if you ever had like a fatal thing where you did that and you like smacked your head on the counter, there's no way in a million years that the first 48 people are going to get there and not be like, well, the husband obviously did it, right? I mean, they're not going to be like, oh, maybe she was klutzy and she fell and got.
Because the first thing is, husband did it, boyfriend did it.
That's true.
Because usually that's the case,
Then-
right?
Yeah, and then it's, oh, she was just dumb.
Yeah, they don't believe in coincidences because usually they don't happen.
Jonathan.
That was weird.
Surprise guest jumped in.
Nobody heard that. Nobody heard it. Look, is there a little beeper up there? Oh, there
should
is.
bring-
It's a wah!
You got a spike in the
It's pretty
in the
awesome.
audio.
You're dumb.
Bigger the spike, the better.
How far
Well,
we've
gas
gone?
price is so high.
We can roll her up.
Okay, because it's hot.
It is hot. We need to turn the air back on.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's been real.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me back on.
dude. Anytime you know you're welcome here. Anytime.
Yes. But that was weird. you know that. So.
All right, well, I'll see you
Well,
soon.
he appreciated. He's just saying he appreciated the time with us.
Oh, I have good news though.
Oh, let's hear that. Let's end on a high note.
Okay. So
Get the fuck out of here.
don't be a dick.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
So the last book I published, Dirty Biker, and this is a big deal to me. It doesn't mean anything. Well, there's these people who buy boxes, and once a month you get a new box with different books in it and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's like a Book of the Month club.
yeah, and you get like
Jelly of the Month Club, Clark.
it's the gift that gives on giving, Clark. But you get like 4 or 5 paperbacks signed by the author, and then you get a bunch of swag, and then so. I got commissioned. My Dirty Biker book got commissioned for 200 books.
Oh, my
that
gosh.
I get to. I order them. They pay for me to order them. I order them. I sign them all. Then I send them to her, and then my 200 of my books are going to go out.
That's so cool.
Isn't
So
that
everybody's
cool?
and also there's a lot of more people that are going to be exposed to your writing
Yes.
that weren't. So maybe they'll start being like, "What else is she writing?"
Yes,
Right?
because I try and make it like my own world, right? So anytime the radio's on, the Jackholes are playing. Anytime like I have them wearing like a hat or a jersey, it's the San Diego Pappies, which is the team in bulk that I keep doing all this stuff.
You intertwine all your books.
I do. I have
together.
Easter eggs in all of them.
Oh, that's cool.
And Dirty Biker, I put a lot in.
So your fans are loving that
The
one.
fans love it, but if I get the new people, then they'll be like, "Who the fuck are the Jackholes?" And then they'll come and read like Breaking Faith. So I'm super excited. So I get to order 200.
Congratulations,
books, right?
that's really good.
Right? I'm super excited.
Yeah, that
about
is
it.
good. I mean, it might lead to even bigger and better things.
You never know.
Business gets business. It begets business,
Exactly.
as they say.
Exactly. So
Well,
yeah.
word up.
Word up, money.
Word up.
Okay.
I guess we're done.
I guess Brody's sending me TikTok.
Well, how do we stop this thing? I don't know how to do the
Okay,
stopping.
just press the square.
Is it the red
Good
button?
day. Goodbye.
And
oh, please fall.
Sayonara. Adios.
Please fall.
Ciao.
I have better balance than
Arrivederci.
you, Slippy
Hasta luego.
McSlipperson.
Sayonara.
Goodbye.
I said good.
Good day. Goodbye. Good day. Goodbye.
day.
Goodbye. Oh, you didn't stop
Good
it.
day.
Good job. No, still going. Press the square.
Goodbye.
Where's the square?
Oh my lord.
Is it the? You said the red button.
No, I didn't. Red
Well, where's the thing? I don't know where the mouse is. I can't see it. I lost it. It ran away. Give us some